What is up, gamers? Welcome to another exciting episode of Psycho Gamer. I'm your host, Aubrey, and today we are going to go ahead and take a look at Big Buck Hunter Pro. Why are we revisiting this particular game again? Well, they've announced pre-orders have started. So what I want you to do is go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe, and turn on the post notifications, and share it with your friends, because we're going to go talk about that in just a moment. Alright, welcome back again, guys. Like I mentioned, we are going to go ahead and talk about the pre-orders that just came up within the past couple of days for Big Buck Hunter Pro by Arcade1up. So I did just end up seeing this in my feed. Looks like it was about 4 days ago. It looked like August 4th. GameSpot, or videogames.com, whichever one you want to call it, announced that Arcade1up has started doing pre-orders through Best Buy for the United States and also Brick. It's another retailer, thebrick.com. It's another retailer for Canada. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take a look at these particular pre-orders because the prices have also been announced for these games. There was some speculation about how much it was going to cost. Some people were saying $600-700 United States dollars, US dollars. But it's actually less than that, which I'm actually pretty surprised on. So we're going to go ahead and click over into my computer here. And we're going to take a look at some of the stuff that I was able to find. So what you're going to see first off is GameSpot.com talking about the ability to pre-order through Best Buy, at least through the United States. So long-awaited Big Buck Hunter cabinet is finally available for pre-order. Cabinet features 4 games, which we already knew that, with the 2 rifles for the light gun game. Best part, you don't have to go to the local pub to shoot virtual deer anymore. Yeah, that's kind of nice. You don't have to go get drunk and play. You know who you are. But the Big Buck Hunter Arcade1up cabinet is going to be $550 at BestBuy.com, which you'll have to read below. I'm going to actually put a pre-order link down below so you guys can actually go ahead and pre-order it. It's going to be a 3/4 scale cabinet, obviously, and this is basically what it's going to look like. They do talk about, some of the other games that they're doing pre-orders for, like X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, and they even do a review for Burger Time, which was only released on the Arcade1up website. So we're going to take a look at the Arcade1up website itself. Showing it off again. Cabinet hits a mark including games Big Buck Hunter Pro, Big Buck Safari, Big Buck Hunter Pro Open Season, and Big Buck Safari Outback, with its 2 light gun rifles, the matching riser, and the bonus 18-inch by 24-inch tin sign. Now, my question that I haven't really been able to find is if the marquee is actually going to light up. I'm hoping it will light up. If it doesn't, I might be a little bit sad. But it should light up. But it probably won't. Now, there are going to be a couple differences in the 2 different kinds of Arcade1up machines they're going to be coming out with here. So we are familiar with the actual Big Buck Hunter machine that looks exactly like you're seeing right here, which is also the same picture they're showing on the BestBuy.com website. So you can kind of get an idea on how it's going to look. However, looking at the United States version versus the Canadian version, the design and the look is much different, which even on their website, they did end up putting cabinet artwork, features, and games included may vary by retail partner, which means it's going to look different. They might have different games, but in this case, it's really just going to visually look different. So we see how this looks right now. We look at thebrick.com, and as you can see, it is a much different looking machine. Now, the feel is still exactly the same, except they're calling this one Big Buck World instead of Big Buck Hunter Pro. So technically, it's a different game, just with the same kind of games that are still in there. So you're going to still have your Big Buck Hunter Pro, Open Season, Big Buck Safari, and Big Buck Safari Outback. So you're still going to have all the same games, which includes the riser as well. They're just putting a different coat of paint on it, I guess you could say. To me, it looks like the marquee is a little bit different color. So you got your red marquee with Big Buck World versus kind of the white marquee. Yeah, the white marquee or the yellow marquee with the Big Buck Hunter Pro look on it. So they are both going to look identical other than the color scheme, which that's red instead of going to be that yellowish look that you're finding on the other one. So they are trying to make it a little different for the different countries. Now, is there a possibility we might get the other option, the red option? Probably not, unless they decide to release two different variations so people can just get different versions if they want. But it's almost like having two different machines with similar games. That's really all it is. It's kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom and the X-Men vs. Street Fighter. A lot of the games are going to be on both of the actual arcade machines, which if you haven't checked those videos out for Marvel vs. Capcom and X-Men vs. Street Fighter, you need to go take a look at my videos. I'll try to put them up above so you can take a look at them later on. Now, obviously, like I said, $549 is going to be the price point at BestBuy.com. The thing that I'm seeing here, though, is release date is not yet announced. So if you don't know if you want to go ahead and pre-order it, you might want to pre-order it. Just have the money set aside at that point so you know that it's going to be ready to be shipped to you. Now you look at thebrick.com, they do have something that says ready after Thursday, December 17th, 2020, which basically tells me they have absolutely no idea when it's going to be coming. Closer to Christmas it gets, that's when the release dates get a little bit fuzzy. So what are the things they're going to say on BestBuy.com? They're going to say pretty much the same thing. Deliver sharp images, 18-inch by 24-inch sign. So it's going to have pretty much the exact same information that it has over on Arcade1up.com. The height, 45.8 inches. The width is 19 inches. Product length, I guess that's the depth, I guess, 22.8 inches and 88 pounds. So it might be a little bit heavier than most of your other arcade machines because it does have a bigger speaker in there and it does have the guns, the light guns, actually in with this particular game. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Like I said, make sure you check below. I'm going to go ahead and put those pre-order links down below so you can pre-order them whether you're in the United States or Canada. And if you do pre-order one, post it down below. Tell us what you're going to be excited to play rather than, hey, I'm not going to get beer nuts all over this machine that I'm not going to care about. This one you're going to want to care about because it is yours. So until next time, guys, I thank you for coming in. I wouldn't do this without you guys. I do appreciate each and every one of you coming. But until next video, guys, game on.